All right, it's 2 o'clock. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Virginia Tech Honors College Orientation Town Hall of 2020. I'm Michelle Fleury, the Communications Specialist here at the Honors College, and I will be moderating today's Town Hall. Today, we'll be answering your lingering questions that were submitted to us throughout our virtual orientation this summer. In the next hour, we'll answer questions concerning honors credit, opportunities and resources available for honors students, and honors housing. Let's start with one of the most asked questions that we've received at this point from new students. How do I earn honors credit and work toward an honors laureate diploma? For this question, I'm going to ask Sarah Van Dyke, our Chief of Staff, and Pamela Pack, our Program Support Specialist, to assist. First, Sarah, would you be able to briefly describe the honors laureate diploma and its requirements?
Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Sarah Van Dyke, and I'm the Honors College Chief of Staff. Most everything that I will talk about you can find on the Earning an Honors Laureate Diploma page of our website, which is conveniently linked off of our orientation page. So I encourage you to follow along on our website, on our orientation website, as we address today's questions. So before I get into the details of the Honors Laureate Diploma, I want to bring your attention to the most recent of our summer orientation emails, which we sent out on Monday. Monday's email is packed with important information that will help you start strong in the Honors College, including a video that walks you through how to find Honors College courses in the registration system. And you register for Honors College courses just like you register for any other course at the university. So Monday's email also mentions the Honors College Credit Tracker in Canvas. You should have recently received your invitation to join the credit tracker, and I recommend that you accept the invitation soon if you haven't done so already, because I cannot stress enough the importance of the credit tracker. You're required to use the credit tracker to request your honors credit, but more importantly, it will help you keep track of your honors requirements and your credit so that you always know where you stand in your progress towards an honors laureate diploma. So, to address the question, every honors college student is expected to work toward the completion of an honors laureate diploma. Now, an honors laureate diploma is attainable for any student regardless of their academic college or their major. The honors laureate diploma is purposefully structured so that students have an opportunity to individualize and to diversify their undergraduate experience at an honors level. A laureate diploma is not the same thing as your Virginia Tech degree. Instead, honors requirements complement and are sometimes in addition to the requirements for your degree program. In terms of honors credit, many of the ways to earn honors credit are experiences that may appear on your academic transcript anyway, like honors courses. However, there are some ways to earn honors credit that might not appear on your academic transcript, like internships. In terms of the structure, the Honors Laureate Diploma is built on 4 foundational elements, and all of the ways to earn honors credit are already sorted into these elements. Your job as a student is to select from among the ways to complete at least 30 total honors credits. Now, again, as I get into this, it may be helpful if you follow along on the Earning an Honors Laureate Diploma page of our website. So to get into it, the 4 elements. So the first is Honors College curriculum. These are the Honors College UH courses, which Monday's email discussed. There are no required UH courses that students must take. However, access to these innovative courses and our outstanding Honors College faculty is a privilege that you have as an Honors College student. So we encourage you to take advantage of the course opportunities in Element 1. Element 2 is disciplinary depth. Students must earn at least 6 credits in this element. The ways to earn honors credit in this element should be within your primary major or meet primary major requirements. The third element is transdisciplinary capabilities. This element also has a 6 credit minimum requirement, and the ways to earn honors credit in this element should be outside of your primary major. So courses that you would take in a secondary major or minor could count here. Note that the ways to earn honors credit in elements 2 and 3 are roughly the same. It's just that one element is about building disciplinary depth, and the other is about expanding your transdisciplinary capabilities. The fourth and final element is undergraduate research and guided experiential learning. This element also has a 6-credit minimum requirement. And in addition to research, it includes study abroad or professional development experiences like internships, externships, or co-ops, all of which earn honors credit. So the 4 elements make up the Honors Laureate Diploma structure, and the ways to earn honors credit are your opportunity to individualize your honors education within that 4-element structure. And just remember that elements 2, 3, and 4 have a 6-credit minimum requirement.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, some students might be concerned about our GPA requirement and how to remain in good standing with the Honors College. Would you be able to also describe our GPA requirement?
Yes, this is critical. So I can't talk about the GPA requirement without also mentioning the importance of students making a plan. We strongly encourage students to create a plan for how they will complete the 30-credit Honors Laureate Diploma and to receive approval on that plan by the end of their first semester in honors. So think of the plan as sort of a roadmap from your first term until you graduate for how you plan to complete an Honors Laureate Diploma in relation to your Virginia Tech degree requirements. Now, to make this easy, we've actually created a pre-formatted and automated planner for you using a Google Sheet. We call it the Course of Study Planner. Now, the Course of Study Planner is available in your Canvas credit tracker, along with instructions for how to use the planner. So all Honors College students are required to achieve a 3.6 or better cumulative GPA after 2 traditional consecutive semesters in the Honors College. Now that's a mouthful, but in other words, incoming first-year students have until the end of spring 2021 to achieve a 3.6 cumulative GPA. Now, once you've received approval on your plan to earn an Honors Laureate Diploma, and once you've met the GPA requirement, we automatically place you into what we call the GPA flex period. And that's a time when the Honors College will no longer monitor your GPA. So one note, you cannot enter the GPA flex period without Honors Laureate Diploma plan approval. Please remember that. In fact, without approval, you are required to maintain a 3.6 or better cumulative GPA after every semester until your plan is approved or until you graduate. So we take plan approval very seriously, to the point that many Honors College opportunities are only available to those students who have received approval on their plan. These academic requirements and a couple of others are laid out step by step on the Earning an Honors Laureate Diploma page of our website if you'd like some more information.
Thank you, Sarah. Pamela, one of our most common ways to earn honors credit is the faculty-student agreement, or the FSAs. So I know students would like details on that. Would you be able to provide some insight on how to earn honors credit with FSAs?
Absolutely. So as Michelle said, my name is Pamela Pack, and I'm the Program Support Specialist for the Honors College. So to dive in about FSAs, Faculty Student Agreements, or FSAs as we said, are a great way to earn honors credit regardless of your major or college. These agreements are a contract between you and an instructor, professor, or graduate student, whoever is leading the course, detailing that you will go beyond the general syllabus requirements in your non-honors course to earn honors credit. These agreements allow you to delve deeper into the content and experiences of a course and discipline. It is also one of the best ways to establish a relationship with an instructor that can help serve you well into the future. Over the years, students have completed numerous projects that have not only helped develop their skills in the course, create portfolios for jobs, but also connect them with instructors for future research or recommendations. FSAs are incredibly valuable for earning honors credit, but also for developing yourself as a student. To start the FSA process, you'll want to review the FSA guidelines in the Honors Credit Tracker in Canvas, taking note of the deadlines for each term, which for the fall term, if you do think that you're prepared to begin earning honors credit, would be by the end of the 3rd week. Next, you'll reach out to your instructor to propose completing an agreement in the course. And once you've established all of those terms of the agreements and the additional work you'll complete, you'll go back into the credit tracker in Canvas and find the link for the faculty student agreement request form. You'll want to make sure you've determined whether the course will apply in element 2 or element 3, the details of which are also in those Canvas assignments. And then you'll complete the request form, which will be through Google Forms. And after that deadline, the Honors College will reach out to you if we have any questions, or we will email you and your instructor to confirm our provisional approval of the agreement. One of the most frequent questions we receive about FSAs is what type of additional work is acceptable. Our guidelines are set to allow for flexibility to benefit you, the student, and your instructors, while also allow for a wide range of substantial work for you to be completed. Our general examples for additional work include a hands-on project related to the course, a presentation, attending a regional or national conference related to the course, written work such as a literature review, research paper, essays, or journal entries. We do ask that any written work be at least 10 to 15 pages in total so that all work completed by students would be comparable in intensity. Lastly, there are no limits to how many FSAs you can complete for honors credit during your time in the Honors College, but you do want to make sure that you're keeping in mind the other requirements Sarah mentioned to earn the Honors Laureate diploma. If you have any other questions about FSAs, you can always check out the credit tracker in Canvas. It has all of the information you need, or you can reach out to me as well, or honors@vt.edu, and we'll make sure that we get all your questions answered.
Thank you, Pamela. The Honors College also has some specific courses that we offer. Dr. Annalisa Velez is a collegiate associate professor in the Honors College. Dr. Velez, would you be able to describe some of the courses that you teach?
Sure. So like Ms. Van Dyke said, you're not required to take UH courses, but we really enjoy offering them, and we would love to have as many students as possible take the UH courses. There's a number of courses we offer in a suite of classes focused on research methods. So that's UH 1604, 2604, 3604, and 3614. And they focus on different steps of the research process, and specifically on transdisciplinary research, as transdisciplinary capabilities are part of the focus here at Virginia Tech Honors. And students are invited to either take all of those classes if they're very interested in research and learning about the research process, from forming a research question all the way to collecting data and doing analysis, or they can jump in on specific courses that are of greatest interest to them in that series. There's also reading seminars that are led by other honors students. So those are a really great way to get to know other honors students. They're 1 credit, so they fit easily in a lot of people's schedules. And then we also offer topics courses under UH 4504. There are some individual topics courses, and then there are topics courses that fit together as kind of complementary puzzle pieces and work as part of Super Studio, a new course that we're offering where folks work together on things like environmental policy and social change, or health and data access, data and health access, or future of employment or future of higher ed, and examine the overlaps between those things in a common policy context. So those are kind of the course offerings we have at the moment. We tweak them a little bit, and we're always offering different types of topic sections. So we'd certainly like to see as many students as possible in those and in the research focused courses.
Great, thank you. For the next part, we'll be addressing some opportunities and resources that the Honors College can provide to students. We often receive questions about honors advising. Sarah, would you be able to describe the peer mentoring opportunities available to honor students?
Yes, so to help students work through planning an honors laureate diploma and any other honors related questions, students have access to what we call the Honors Peer Advising Center. Now, the center is staffed by current Honors College students, who we call peer advisors, who have been in your shoes and can answer your questions and address your concerns from a student's point of view. So one of the most important services that the HPAC provides is approval meetings on your plan to earn an honors laureate diploma. So again, we strongly encourage you to create a plan and set up an appointment with the Honors Peer Advising Center to receive approval on your plan by the end of this coming fall semester. There's actually a webpage dedicated to the HPAC on our website. which you can also access off of the honors orientation page. On the HPAC page, you'll find the peer advisors listed. And if you click on their bios, you can see what they are studying, what they're involved in, and what their interests are. And this way you can see if one of the peer advisors shares a major with you or has experience in something that you have questions about. And that's a way to further individualize your own appointments. We encourage you to set up an appointment with the HPAC as early as you can and as often as you like to receive advising on anything related to the Honors College. This is an unusual year for everyone, but the HPAC will still be in operation this year. It's just that all appointments will be virtual. And you can make an appointment with the HPAC by visiting the Honors Peer Advising Center webpage. So in addition to appointments, the HPAC also holds workshops to address some of the most popular questions that students have. For example, there's usually a workshop each semester to help students learn how to use the credit tracker in Canvas. The HPAC will be open in late September this fall, and appointments will be available on a weekly basis during the fall and the spring semesters. And we'll notify you when the HPAC opens through the biweekly Honors College newsletter. One last note I want to make about the HPAC: you don't have to wait to make an appointment until you want plan approval or if you have a problem. We encourage students to set up an appointment with the HPAC to have a conversation with a peer advisor early on. Peer advisors are knowledgeable people and they want to get to know you and they want to help you be successful in the Honors College.
Thank you, Sarah. Professional development opportunities are also available to honors students. Christina McIntyre is our Director of Professional Development, Major in International Scholarships here at the Honors College. Christina, would you be able to describe some of our most common professional development opportunities?
Certainly. Thanks, Michelle. And thanks to all for showing up and watching this live, or if you're watching the recording, thanks for taking the time. I'm going to share my screen to kind of highlight some of the wrong one. Sorry. Stop sharing. Wrong screen. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. So what I've pulled up is the Honors College current students professional development site. I'm just highlighting the breadcrumbs there at the upper left. But when you're on the professional development site of the Honors College page, you'll see a number of these opportunities, from professional development seminars. Some of those may be about national scholarships, and others will be teaming up with the Virginia Tech Library, Office of Undergraduate Research, and other partners across campus. Additionally, for folks that are looking at careers in medicine, we have a partnership with the Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine, and the current medical students in that program, which is based in Roanoke, by the students' own efforts, have really wanted to connect with undergraduates and mentor them in the pre-med application process. So keep an eye out on the Honors College listserv, or the newsletter emails, because that's where the information will come out when it's open each semester to apply. The next is a partnership with Deloitte. Many of our alumni have gone on to work for Deloitte, and it's in a variety of fields of study. And many of the alumni have also said that this company has a very much an ut prosum mindset of giving back to the community. And they feel in that giving back that the folks at Deloitte want to mentor current students in that process. So again, there'll be an announcement through the Honors College newsletter when those are open. They are not restricted to business majors, although I think that many students in the Pamplin College of Business will gravitate towards this. Additionally, there's a mentoring opportunity for the veterinary scholars in the Honors College through the Virginia Maryland School of Veterinary Medicine, which is based here in Blacksburg. And so individuals looking to go on to veterinary school, this is a unique opportunity, both to be mentored, and also if you are accepted into this program and you're graduating with an honors laureate or other honors degree, and you have a 3.5 GPA, you are guaranteed an interview, not acceptance, but an interview into for the veterinary school, which getting an interview is a big part of that process. Not everyone does. Also highlight the Service Without Borders. This is a student organization on campus and often does international projects in regards to service, fulfilling that UTPROSM from disciplines across, and we partner with the student organization to help make some of their projects happen. I'll jump into national scholarships later. The other thing I want to mention is that if any of those mentoring programs didn't relate to you, we also want you to connect with mentoring programs, be it in your department, in your college. At the university level, there's Hokie Mentorship Connect, which is a great opportunity to connect with Virginia Tech alumni. And I would encourage students to sign up for that. There's a variety of ways that mentoring happens, from one-on-one, kind of at a moment for short, quick answer questions, and others are long-term mentoring relationships. I would like to highlight, you're starting to get Canvas invitations and such. I have not yet invited you all to the Canvas professional development site, which will look like this. And this is the Honors College, we call the ProDev site. And actually it's here in the student mode. And one of the things that you'll see, this is a fourth way, well, this is within the experiential learning element of earning honors credit. And basically what this Canvas site does provide is opportunities to develop yourself professionally in a variety of ways. And I will just highlight under the modules kind of to give you a sense of the categories. But the key to this site is not that you're getting recognition for specifically doing something, but more so we're framing it in a matter of, we want you to reflect on the professional development elements that you do, whether it's networking, attending a seminar, not for a course, but because it's available. That's one of the things you're gonna learn, is that the university offers a number of seminars in all sorts of disciplines and across disciplines. And we really want you to spend time exploring those out of the classroom experiences. And to take a step back after having that experience or being involved in something, to reflect, to think about what you've done. And it's in that thinking and that you come to some insights, and you remember things longer and down the road, and you connect the dots. So these are just some categories within here in regards to seminars, leadership development, a virtual presence, certificates or skill development, service learning, and scholarships and opportunities. It's really about the development of yourself professionally, and there's elements of that that are also personal development. So when you get that invite, again, another Canvas site, sometimes students will think, is this a course? And the answer is no. These are opportunities. You can choose to do many of them. You don't have to do all of them. That would, I think, be impossible. But you can choose to do none of them. As one student earlier this summer said to me, oh, these are the things we're supposed to be doing throughout college. And this is a way that we can have some framework to it. And I said, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Within that, there's a number of these opportunities that tap into, and I'm going to jump to another website here, which is Career and Professional Development, the Office of Career and Professional Development on campus, which serves the entire university. I will point out that in your fees for tuition and fees, each student pays about $150 a semester for student services. And this is one of the big student services within here. So you've already paid for it, take advantage of it. But there's a number of career resources for students within here in regards to exploring careers, fields, majors, planning for professional or graduate school, professional competencies, etc. And so I just want to highlight this as part of what we work on within professional development. I'm going to pause there and give it back to Michelle.
Thank you, Christina. Really great information. On that note, would you also talk about the scholarship opportunities that you advise students for and how students can apply for those?
Sure. So I work with a number of national scholarships that require the student cannot apply to directly. The student needs to secure the university endorsement. And to do that, there's a process to it. And I will highlight those first and then come back to some more local scholarships. I'm going to share my screen again. Let's see here, make sure I share the right one this time. And I'm going to jump to, this is the Honors College webpage, which y'all want to familiarize yourself with. And the bar there here to open up. If you scroll down to grants and scholarships and expand that, you're going to see recruitment, merit, and national scholarships. So I'll start with national scholarships. And that should pop up. And I just like to, again, point out the breadcrumbs here: Honors College, grant scholarships, national scholarships, because there's multiple ways to get to this page. And so this page here outlines some, and actually will be updated shortly, in regards to national scholarships that require a university endorsement. Just as an example, I'll highlight the Fulbright U.S. Student Grant. There's more information here, but we're currently in the process of working with students who are applying for Fulbright to spend a significant amount of time in another country. And they started the application back in April, May of this year. The campus deadline is September 1. They'll have a campus interview, and those that receive the campus endorsement will have a national submission deadline of October 14th. So you can kind of see the timeline of that process. Many others here, which I won't delve into deeply, but those in the STEM fields might want to look at the Goldwater Scholarship. Specifically, anyone who's interested in the environment or native tribal policy or native tribal healthcare, I'd encourage you to look at the Udall Scholarship. Both of those, the Goldwater and Udall, are available to sophomores and juniors, but it's never too early as a freshman to start learning about those. And I'm here to help through the process in regards to brainstorming, helping to identify which scholarship might be a good match, etc. Let me go back in this breadcrumb to the grants and scholarships page, and I just want to take a moment to also highlight some merit-based scholarships within the Honors College. And these are called the Odyssey Fellowships: the Class of 54, the Class of 56 Ut Prosum, the Wayne and Claire Horton Scholarship, and the Patricia C. Perna Scholarship. There's more information in each of these if you click on that plus button and it expands. These scholarships, many of them are, you apply for them in your sophomore or second year, and they're really intended to have you dream big and to realize some plans that you may have had, or to create plans that because of something you care about deeply. It's also a forward-thinking process. So you're making plans in your second year for things you'll do in your third and fourth year. With significant funding, many of these scholarships are funded potentially up to $10,000. So that often gets people's attention. It is not uncommon for students who apply for these Odyssey Fellowships to then go on and apply for national scholarships, because the process really is meant to be developmental and introduce students to seeking mentorship from faculty, and also realizing that anything they apply for, be it a scholarship local to the university to their department, national, et cetera, should not be done in a bubble, but you really want to seek out just having conversations about some of the essay prompts. You want to use the Writing Center and other folks for getting feedback on your writing, et cetera. So I would highlight the merit scholarships on the Honors College Grants and Scholarships page for that. I'll pause there. Does that address your question, Michelle?
Yes, great. Thank you for walking us through that. Now, study abroad is often something that attracts many students. It's also one of the ways that you can earn honors credit. Dr. Paul Heilecker is the director of the Honors Laureate program and also joins our students each spring to Riva San Vitale, Switzerland, for the Honors College's Presidential Global Scholars, or PGS, program. Dr. Heilecker, would you be able to elaborate on the benefits of study abroad in general and PGS?
I'd be happy to. I'm struck here about the enormous number of opportunities for things for students to do. It's an overwhelming sort of arrangement. Please understand that we're sort of showing you the whole field. You've got many years to look these things up. I'll try to be brief, but study abroad is again one of those things that everybody should do. Everybody should do study abroad. It's been understood for centuries really as a powerful tool for personal and intellectual and professional growth. And that's why study abroad remains one of the pillars of a true honors education. While the pandemic has put study abroad on hold for a moment, it will surely resume while you're a student here at Virginia Tech, so let's be positive and look ahead. Today, every problem we face is a global problem. Every issue is an international and transcultural issue. Every company wants a multinational market. So students who graduate with significant study abroad experiences are therefore highly valued by industry, government, nonprofits, and university graduate programs. Indeed, 73% of employers say that study abroad is a critical factor that they look for when evaluating students' resumes and candidates' resumes. In fact, students with significant study abroad experience earn on average $7,000 a year more in starting salaries than those graduates who don't have it. And that's across all majors and all forms of employment. Despite these many advantages, however, less than 1.5% of American students actually do study abroad. And why so few? Well, there are two main reasons. First, study abroad can put you behind towards graduation. And second, study abroad can be expensive. PGS, the Presidential Global Scholars Program, that's the Honors College Semester Abroad experience, was designed specifically to address both of these issues. First, participating in PGS will not put you behind towards graduation. In fact, it will accelerate your progress in two ways, by giving you big chunks of credit towards both your pathways, general education requirements, and towards your honors laureate diploma. Students in PGS earn from 20 to 26 of the 30 honors credits they need for their honors diploma. That's almost one-stop shopping for your honors diploma. Moreover, 15 of those credits double count towards your pathways, general education requirements. So chances are, if you have any pathways requirements that you have not yet fulfilled through transfer credits or dual enrollment, AP test scores and the like, PGS will finish them up for you. Second, PGS is a bargain when it comes to study abroad. Most study abroad programs today run 2 or 3 weeks so that students can jam them in between in the winter between the fall and spring semesters, or 3 weeks in May. So you can do this before you go to your summer research opportunities or internships or jobs, whatever it might be. But what I ask, can you really learn about another culture or yourself living in another culture in 2 or 3 weeks? And the answer is not very much, I'm afraid, which is why the Honors College is holding the line at a full semester, 15-week study abroad experience. And those 3-week programs are expensive. They can average between $4,000 and $5,000 for 2 or 3 weeks. PGS, on the other hand, costs $3,000 for the full 15 weeks abroad. And we can keep the cost down for 2 very specific reasons. First, our PGS faculty members, who are deans and department heads, university distinguished professors, faculty with multiple teaching awards, teach for free. They work in PGS out of their love for students and their love for study abroad. Second, whereas other study abroad programs have to house students in hotels and feed them in restaurants, which gets really expensive really quickly, PGS students live and eat and study in the Steger Center for International Scholarship. That's an 18th century villa in southern Switzerland. It's a Virginia Tech dormitory, dining hall, and classroom building that just happens to be in Central Europe, which really helps keep our costs down. The word unique is wildly overused. It doesn't mean rare or unusual. It means one of a kind in the universe as far as we know. So I'm saying this very carefully. PGS is a unique study abroad program. Unlike most study abroad programs, it's not focused on some specific major. Rather, PGS students are a rich mixture. They come from all sorts of different backgrounds and disciplines across the university. Moreover, the PGS motto is global perspective through personal commitment. PGS is focused on you and what you care about. PGS is designed to help you become a global citizen, a public intellectual, a change agent. First, we'll help you identify a problem or an issue, something that's wrong and needs to be fixed, something you personally care about and feel compelled to work on. Second, we help you research how we think about and talk about and understand and respond to that issue here in the United States. And then third, we give you access and resources to study how people in other cultures in Europe have thought about and talked about and understand and respond to that same issue that you care about. And in this way, you can come back to the US after the program wielding the very best practices and approaches for addressing your issue, and you can lead in creating the kinds of change you want to see in the world. So my time here is at an end, but I encourage you to visit the PGS page on the Honors College website. Look at it carefully. If you see what you like, please send me an email so we can start a conversation about next steps. Again, if you even have the slightest tangential possible interest in study abroad, please contact me. I'd like to talk to you about this moving forward. And again, if not in PGS, please visit the Virginia Tech Global Education page and explore the many, many other study abroad options available to you. We match honors credits for your study abroad credits on your transcript. We value it that much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for all the information on the opportunities and resources within the Honors College. Now, many honors students are living in the honors housing this fall, either in Honors Residential Commons, the HRC, or Hillcrest Honors. And naturally, questions arise about those experiences and about students who decide not to live in honors housing. Dr. Nikki Lewis is a collegiate assistant professor for the Honors College and the Hillcrest Honors faculty preceptor. Dr. Lewis, would you give some insight about the benefits and the opportunities available to honors students in honors housing? And would you also please talk about how students not in honors housing can get involved in the community this year?
Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. So the benefits of participating in living learning programs and honors housing specifically are numerous. Recently, the directors of the various living learning programs on campus were asked to explain the value that they see students obtain within the communities. And the group reported out concepts like personal growth, leadership development, building of enduring friendships, interactions with community leaders and campus partners, and the ability to redefine the concept of learning to include all of their lived experiences on campus. When we look at academic success of our students, we see students reporting higher GPAs and improved resiliency and problem-solving ability when their academic goals are not initially met. And so tutoring, study groups, similarities in academic goals are common community traits. Our Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Frank Shushak, shared 3 hallmarks of our living learning programs at Virginia Tech. The first is helping students to align their passions with their future goals. The second is guiding students through the process of gathering information and experiences that they can then use to develop their own path toward achieving those goals. And the third is giving students agency and encouraging regular progression toward the goals that they've set. And so I think these 3 things nicely summarize the collective experiences of students who engage in living learning programs. So regardless of which community you're in, you will see benefits. Students in honors housing, you have opportunities available to you that are specific to successful completion of the requirements for the honors diplomas. The offered events and programs tie the community missions to the values upheld by the Honors College. And housing serves as a motivator to push your mental boundaries while asking you to engage in rewarding and often intimidating learning experiences. And you're doing that with a supportive group of peers and faculty who want to see you succeed. So for example, the HRC holds regular principal tea gatherings where administrators and faculty from across campus and invited guests from outside of the university are available for you to ask questions and for you to practice your networking skills. These are individuals who provide a global perspective on personal development and supply valuable information that can inform your path-finding process towards achieving your professional goals. The HRC also has leadership positions like the Apartment Fellows, who develop community programming and holistic development programming for their peers while serving as role models of academic excellence. Within Hillcrest Honors, the students at various levels are engaged in leadership development through Hall Council. Council members develop academic, professional, and social programming in the hall. For instance, at the end of each semester, Hall Council hosts last lecture, where the group picks a faculty member to present a topic of the speaker's choosing, and then they engage in an open dialogue about the overarching implications of that topic and the speaker's personal experiences in academia. Council members also encourage to plan that they open to everyone on campus. So for instance, the Hillcrest Haunted House. So this is an event where residents get to combine their aptitude for entertainment, their propensity for service, and their skills in strategic planning to put on a show that's mildly heart-pounding and always a lot of fun. Residents often develop new hall initiative is focusing on sustainability. And so the students are putting together newsletters that have tips for reducing, reusing, and recycling. And they're developing that information with guidance from our Office of Sustainability. So both halls provide a supportive environment to pursue your honors and in major diplomas. And for honors housing, the communities periodically open the events to the larger honors community. One example is Wake Up with Honors. So this event is hosted by Hillcrest, but it's designed to be open to all honors students, especially those who are interested in connecting with their peers and would like an opportunity to talk with faculty and staff in the college. Any events that are hosted by the halls that are open to honors students or open to all honors students will appear in the college newsletter that's sent out through email. And so if you're not currently living in honors housing, please keep in mind that you can apply to apply for one of the returning student spots at the end of the semester. And please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about how you could apply to be in either the HRC of honors housing has illustrated for you the added value associated with our communities. And the changes that we see the changes that we will see to our social interactions this semester will provide an opportunity for us to think of new ways that we can connect and engage with each other. And so please pay attention to those college newsletters and any notices within the residence halls if you're living on campus.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. That was our last question for today. We are so grateful to those of you who submitted questions for our town hall. And to conclude, I'd like to ask our Honors College Dean, Paul Knox, to offer some concluding remarks and words of encouragement for the upcoming academic year.
Thank you, Michelle. Well, let me add my welcome and congratulations to all of you that we'll be seeing in just a couple of weeks' time. We're looking forward to seeing you. I hope you're looking forward to seeing us and to take advantage of as many of the opportunities that you've been hearing about as possible. Having said that, don't overcommit. Take your time and figure out which of the opportunities that the university offers are the ones for you. I'd like to really emphasize that what our best advice for your first semester is to concentrate on getting some good grades, which will put you in good stead to then have the opportunity to take some tougher courses, to do some different things, and to take full advantage of the opportunities that you'll find. You'll be leaving home soon, and you'll be joining a very large and very diverse community. And one of the things that you'll be doing inevitably, one way or another, is to remake yourselves. You'll be remaking your social selves, your professional self, your inner self, the way you think about things, and hopefully your intellectual self. One of the things that I think is very important to bear in mind is that it's a long process. It is a process. And in that process, what we have to offer, like any good university community, is the opportunity for conversation. So think about the next 4 years or so as an opportunity. You have time, you have lots of contacts and networks to develop. It's those conversations that are going to help you test your ideas, develop your ideas, test your values, and develop those to remake yourself into the person that you're going to be. Our job is to help you do that, to provide the opportunities, sometimes to provide the funding, and to provide advice. So if we do our job and you do yours, we're going to have great success. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Dean Knox, and thank you again for everyone who joined us today. Please know that if you had a particular question that wasn't answered here, there are still opportunities to receive information. We have an extensive website with a detailed frequently asked questions page, as well as a social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BT Honors College. Thank you again.